thanks to that.
Have we introduced this in? No. We have not. Could I have a motion to approve Resolution 2012-110-16-01, approving EMS budget?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion on it? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The next one is a resolution approving the additional appropriation from the fire fund. 1111. Doug?
Okay. Yeah, this is, when I was talking about the fire fund, that the $1.5 million that we're kind of working with the city on to get this fire contract, I was going to be short. I mean, I appropriated $921,000 until the last year. I appropriated $921,000, but I didn't realize until it was brought to my attention about the co-op for Southwest Clay should be going to the city, and so that's what we're working on from that standpoint. But I need to go ahead and get this additional appropriation done, move it into the fire fund, the appropriated fire fund, and that's what I'm asking you tonight.
So where's this coming from, unencumbered?
It's in the fire. It's in the fire fund. It's just unappropriated.
Unappropriated.
It's unappropriated right now, and we need appropriated
All right.
to give us the 1.5 million.
I love this line. Additional sums of money are hereby appropriated out of the funds named from funds on hand.
You like that?
That sounds like Brian Bosma's handiwork.
No, it's not. It's not.
I want to make it clear, this is not my work product.
That was a backhanded compliment, Brian.
Could I have a motion to introduce it, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul?
No, I think it's very clear.
Matt? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. It's passed. Information items, Doug.
Just that we need to work on the fire contract, and that'll be a Brian. Okay, that'll be a Brian document. Okay.
Make them work for
Yeah, exactly. But no, just nothing that I can think of that's coming up. We are going to, we did get your new lights.
Thank you.
We are working on getting these antique TVs out of here and updating some of the sound system here and the
Wind tunnel.
AV equipment.
And the wind
And the wind tunnel.
There is
I'm not sure.
It's a current.
Okay, well, we need to just close that off then, but we'll work on that.
I do have a question. You want to give us a short report on the ITA conference? Did you not go?
Yeah, we went to the ITA conference. A lot of, they have a lot of classes that you go and, you know these breakout sessions. Mm-hmm. And Debbie, myself, and Dara, we normally go down there to learn, because they cover things from township assistance to the basic general township, because as you know, there's townships of all sort out there. So if you don't do debt services, and it's run out of your homes, and they address a lot of the changing laws, which has been very helpful for people. I will tell you that. But I got to end with the Speaker of the House. So he really seems to be that. Okay.
Wonder who that might be.
But anyway, it was a good. The nice thing about it is it's Keystone of the Crossing, so you get to come home every night. But they're preparing for the next legislative session. I don't think there's anything really big that's going to change. There's been discussion about doing away with our boards and going through the county. Then there's another one that they talked about is getting rid of all the township government, but it's not as aggressive as it's been. So, I think we'll just have to wait till January and see what comes out of it. It just seemed so subdued this time. It wasn't a lot of, what's going to happen. A lot of people, and then of course we had the 3 candidates for governor that came in, and some of the other the Senate races and stuff like that we got to listen to, and they gave their little skits. But really, it was a nice conference, and but I enjoy more the breakout sessions. You know, one of the things that they talked about, and that is illegals. And we had a case that I have now decided, and I've talked to the rest of the county trustees, is maybe we need to have immigration come in and the ICE people come in and talk to us about this, because, you know, we need to know where we stand on something like this. What do we do? As a matter of fact, I met with one an FBI agent this afternoon, discussing, you know, things that we need to look at, and because we are beginning to see more and more of this stuff, and hopefully we can take care of it before even.
Don't they not have to prove citizenship when they apply for something?
They
do. It
do.
sounds pretty cut and dried. I mean, if they're illegal, they don't get assistance.
They do, but one of the things that I was concerned about is some of the documents that was brought here just recently. We weren't sure it was a legal document. I mean, you know, and it was interesting talking to that agent today, and he's going to pass it on to the immigration and what's it, ICE people now they call it, to discuss and try to help us out more as township trustees out here, because we deal with a lot of people like that. You know, you'll deal with somebody that's illegal, but their kids were born here. You know, how do you go about handling that? You know, I've been told they write them a citation, they go to court. Well, maybe they won't show up to court. They may be out of town. And so, you know, we're trying to learn more about this. And, you know, that was interesting. That was interesting.
Good.
I'm sorry it wasn't short, was it? It wasn't very short.
That's all right. I think it's an important conference. Thank you for going, both of you. Financial questions from the board. Any?
No.
At all? I don't have any either. Board comments. Paul?
Oh, I just appreciate the thoroughness of the budget, the binder that you put together, Debbie and Doug. It's so much easier to read now than it was a couple, 3, 4, 5 years ago, and I just really, really appreciate that.
Matt?
Only that one thing I want to point out is we don't get these binders the day of. We have these for plenty of time. We're free to call Doug. He's very cooperative when we have questions. They are put together excellently, very clear to read, and that is much appreciated. And thank you all to all the grant applicants, and hopefully you do well by the appropriations.
I'd also like to thank you both, as I did earlier. It makes it so much easier to go through the budget and to be able to ask intelligent questions rather than when somebody's asking a question trying to find it in the sheets. Very well done. And also thank you to all the grant applicants. I know it's very difficult to hear when it isn't exactly what you'd hope for, but we do have a fund that Doug has said that if there are emergency problems, certainly you can call the trustee, and there is more money there if you really need it. So we thank you all very much. Announcements, Doug?
Nothing.
All righty. May I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye.